we get into this video, I just want to do a little disclaimer. I'm really sorry that I seem really off in this video. That's purely because it's quite a private thing for me to be sharing, and I do feel quite anxious to be sharing it, so I'm really sorry if I seem quite rushed or this video is very jumpy. This is purely the reason, but I do hope you enjoy it and have some more knowledge on this condition after this video. So yeah, let's get into it. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another one of my mental health videos. This is probably going to be the most open and honest I have been in a video, and I am very nervous to upload this video as not many people know this about me. Only my real close friends and family know this. I think it is so important, especially nowadays, to talk out about mental health, because we hear in the news about all these pop stars that sadly lose their lives, and it's obviously not just them, but they're the ones in the public eye. And I think it's so important to raise awareness about mental health, because when this isn't spoken about, this is when bad things happen. So I really want to encourage people to talk out about their mental health and to be as open and honest as they possibly can be, so they can receive help and hopefully get better. So today I'm going to be talking about a condition I have called Trichotillomania. If you don't know what this is basically a condition which you subconsciously pull your hair. The main cause of this is anxiety and stress. There can also be other causes, but those are the two main ones. And personally, mine is caused by anxiety. It can cause you to pull out your hair from your head, eyebrows, eyelashes and other parts of your body. Personally, I only pull hair out of my head. I have always sort of played with my hair ever since I was about even a toddler. I would twiddle my hair with my fingers, but I would never pull my hair. It all really started when I was in about year 6, when I actually physically pulled my hair. This is most common in females and teenagers. However, it can be anyone can have this condition, boys, adults, anyone really. It's just they're the most common ages. It's a really hard one because there's no real like cure, there's no like medication you can take to make you feel better, or not necessarily feel better, but help you with the hair pulling, which is probably the hardest part because it all has to be done by yourself. I'm going to firstly start talking about how I noticed myself having this condition and how I got help. So I think it was the beginning of secondary school, people around me started noticing that like there was clumps of hair on my bedroom floor and I was pulling my hair a lot. I didn't really get any like physical like appearance difference. It was all just like noticeably like hair more on the floor, and my mum noticed to touch my hair a lot, but we sort of didn't really think much about it because it's not really a common condition. You don't really hear people talking about it very often, so we didn't really know anything about it. It got to the point when my mum noticed me having very uneven hair and patches of my hair with different lengths, and the hairdressers were also asking about it, and obviously we didn't know, so we decided to book an appointment with the GP so they can like sort of, obviously they know more than anyone what it is, so we did that, and so they diagnosed with Trichotillomania, otherwise known as Trich, which is the hair pulling disorder, as I said. I got some apps on my phone. There are apps you can get, for example Sam's app, which is like it's all for anxiety more than the hair pulling, but it's something to concentrate on other than the hair pulling. Although I did find these apps relaxing, I still, even when watching it, was pulling my hair. I didn't have anything really stopping my hands from moving towards my head, so for me that didn't work. However, I do know it does help other people, but personally it didn't help me. I'm gonna now give you some strategies to try and help. Like, everyone's different, so it won't work for everyone, but I really think it's important to try different strategies. So a strategy which I got told by the GP is a tangle toy. This is really good. I feel like this probably did work quite well for me for the start. So instead of pulling your hair, use your brain and your hands on a tangle toy. You can buy these in loads of different places, online, in different shops, probably supermarkets, and it just trains your brain to, it trains your mind to be looking at something else and focusing on something else instead of pulling your hair. Another way to help is a reward system. So for example, if you didn't pull your hair for a day, give yourself a treat. It doesn't have to be something big, just like a chocolate bar or something. And then a week, another reward, until it gets less and less and less, and you don't need to do these rewards, you just do it naturally. But the thing that really helped me is by having friends and family around me telling me when I'm pulling my hair, because the thing with Trich is really hard. You don't always notice yourself doing it, people around you do. So if I have friends and family around me saying, oh Emily, you're pulling your hair, then they can tell me to stop, and I will stop because I will know that they're doing it, and I feel quite self-conscious about it. So it's all about training your mind to do that, so do that by yourself without the reminders, and now I can do it by myself. However, of course, when I'm feeling very low or very anxious, then I do it. It's something I can't help, it's something that just happens, but on the whole I'm a lot better. I'll now be showing you some photos of what my hair did look like This is quite hard because I am quite self-conscious about these photos, but I feel like it's so important to raise awareness, to show people that they're not alone, and it is a thing that does happen to a lot of people. This is me on holiday in 2016. My hair was so short, and this wasn't due to the fact that it was cut short. I had my hair cut in year 9. This is year 11 and my hair is still the same length due to the fact I was pulling my hair. My hair wasn't growing at all. It was just, if anything, it was getting shorter and shorter because it was just breaking, and it just wasn't growing, and it was horrible. I was trying my hardest not to do it, but it got to the point because I was around GCSEs that it wasn't working. This is another photo from me from my dance show. My hair was in a ponytail, but you can't see it because it was so short. I also had to have different hairstyles to a lot of the girls because I physically couldn't get my hair into that because different lengths were different, and even when I had to have French braids, they were like this different lengths, and it was horrible. Like, I felt really like I stuck out like a sore thumb, and it got to the point that I just know I really needed to change, and I did. I managed to grow my hair. I know my hair's up now, but I can actually get it into a ponytail. It was like a little stump, it wasn't even a ponytail, but now I can actually have a proper ponytail. And I think the most important thing is to remind myself that it will get better, and it's not going to last forever. There are so many help sites and knowledge on this now that I really want to talk about it to raise it even more, and I really want people to talk out if they have this. If you've got any questions you want to ask me about my personal journey or any other tips or anything like that, then please ask me. Message me on any of my social medias. I've got them all linked down below, and I will happily have a conversation with you about it. And I really just want to help others. That's the main point of this channel. By me sharing my story, I really hope I can help others. So that's really all I have to say on this condition. It's quite hard to talk about for me, so sorry if I'm speaking quite quickly or I don't see myself. It's because I do feel quite self-conscious. But yeah, I really did hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'll be back with my more beauty content and challenge content. I've got a really fun challenge coming in a few days which I think you'll really enjoy, so please stay tuned for that and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.